Well, we've exhausted our conversation with the two bulls, the bull and the bill here.
Mm-hmm. This guy told me to slither his eels also. So
okay,
I'm going inside and getting a restraining order from him.
Okay.
Stop. Where's the restraining order office?
Salutations!
Oh.
Horse hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
What's
This
in that
is a storing
room?
house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Yeah, you said your name.
Okay, so there's a water barrel next to him. There's a chest that's red.
Everything in here's red.
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
A pet orc?
They said dork. Pet dork.
Oh.
Doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filly.
That's how I flirt.
This threat for all our shakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Is that Sean Connery?
Hurt a horn on her head.
Yes. Yes, it is.
One day you'll show
I'm
'em
Sean Connery. I'm in a game. About orcs.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Is it actually Sean Connery? I always thought it was just a guy doing his voice.
Powering the dark.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not really him.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna believe.
Page circular.
You're not even talking to them yet. This is exactly what we said. We're not gonna get hung up on stuff. Talk to somebody. Jesus Christ.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend
Convince?
that orcs are predators, not pets.
Maybe it's Deckard Cain.
I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
You have quite a treasure there in that haunted cube. You have quite a treasure there in that seduced orc.
Orcish lady. For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets to a vial of love potion shattered over her head. And when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored.
Why did he have a potion of love potion?
To join the Orcish army. Kind of duress.
These are the questions no one's asking.
Such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
So you and your partner were out alone, and you had a love potion in your pocket.
I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
Let me tell you what I think, which I don't know.
It was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
Alright, so it's my choice. She's either got to be put down or let her live.
I mean, I gotta say. You know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
No.
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore. She's clearly liable to snap at any minute.
I just renewed my subscription to Quack Magazine.
Think of the intel this creature could provide, and if she begins to revert, these men are armed and will be able to subdue her.
My screen won't let me stay down to look at my options. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
it is.
I ordered a similar love potion from Yuthel Gore before, you know. Since you obviously have no special affection for me, I think we can conclude the advertisements just don't deliver.
No,
Hey,
we'll do as
rude.
I say.
Bravo! I
Bravo!
potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
Scaly? I didn't know orcs were scaly.
Yeah.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
You didn't shush your S's enough there, Sean Connery. Maybe his name is Sean Connery. You just can't say it.
Enough of that.
Oh, shit! I got caught clicking that barrel because I forgot we couldn't do that.
What happened?
He yelled at me, Sean Connery did.
Report? Still nothing, sir. Suppose there just aren't any thieves around. If there were no thieves, why would we be guarding this place? Think! Well, what does it matter?
Well, we got another portal here. We can go back to the beach now.
Oh, good.
Alright, so where's that Aureus guy?
Ah, on the other side of town, literally.
There's Esmeralda,
With me.
crime scene, Legion headquarters.
See that there? That's where we're going.
What? What are you pointing at? Are you... Oh, is that a chest?
Huh. Shut your dog up!
The dog turned into a cow.
Thank you!
Quiet day on the market.
Oh god, we gotta go through town.
Around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I borrowed one of these fish, would you?
What kind of thief is this guy where he just asks random people what he should be doing?
That merchant repaid.
I would sooner meet a cat wizard. Where would you ever find a cat wizard?
Good for it, I swear. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Is that a euphemism?
Cheese, tomatoes.
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
I'm sure this one little fish won't starve the merchant. He should take the fish.
That fish simply isn't ours to give. We can't offer it up as though we had
Let's
the right
fight
to
on
use it.
everything.
Whether the merchant loses a fish or this man goes hungry, someone will suffer in this equation. We might as well help the man in the most dire need.
I hate this system.
No, we'll do as I say.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly.
You're gonna feel great when we find that guy dead on the street corner later.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to be nice here. Let it be known. I was trying once to do the nice thing, and you smacked my hand away. And never again. Where's your back?
You know, you should probably win some of these conversations once in a while.
I
'Cause
won the first one, you jerk.
you're making me seem like a
Well, you're hacking? Because you are.
what's the word for guys that hate women? What? God damn it! I can't think of that word.
I know, I'm struggling too. Fuck. It's... Damn it!
But every time we end one of those conversations, it's like, no, we will do what I say, woman.
Yeah. That is the mayor's house right there. We could go in if you want to. We could save up to later.
But this is...
No, I'm sorry. This way.
Oh, we got lost.
I got distracted. Never again. Look, wood piles. I actually didn't mean to make a joke there. I literally knew there was gold in one, and I wanted it. Thank you.
Oh, you took the gold?
Thank you for not knowing things I know. Don't worry, I put it in your inventory.
You did?
No, I didn't. No, don't look for it in there. It ain't. Alright, so this is the new chickie that's got the quest now. I don't know if she wants us to go talk to her boss first or not.
Who?
This lady at the table.
At the table?
Mm-hmm.
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes, if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation.
She's like the only person in town that likes us.
We could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success.
I have no idea who you are.
Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm
There you go.
Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction.
I'm standing with my hands on my hips in front of a waving flag while she's talking. This flag, in fact, right here at her desk. I can't move because we're locked in dialogue. Great. Imagine it, though.
Let's discuss the undead.
I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. Too many of my soldiers have fallen. The dead must be put down without mercy, if we can. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you.
There some sailors were looking for work.
But you are trying to get these men a job. But I'm afraid they're not Legion material.
Tell me about it.
They can tie a knot and blow a whistle like the best of them. But even with a sword in their hands, they wouldn't stand a chance against the undead. And I don't want any more blood on my hands.
And they couldn't put out a ship that was on fire in the middle of water.
If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. There's a lighthouse to the west, up on the bluffs, overlooking the sea. No man has gone there in a decade, and yet a light shines from its pinnacle every night. The locals say it's haunted, and half a dozen legionnaires have gone to find out whether or not those are mere tall tales. I fear for their safety.
This is a Scooby-Doo case.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil source. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition.
She mentioned a pact against that she made with legionnaires.
The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home.
You don't back to do you?
Come on now, I pulled
Cool.
her off you before she could do
Interesting. So we got a whole bunch of choices.
I've been mauled.
You can go all different directions and do all kinds of different things.
You're hurt, by the way. You should heal yourself, healer.
Am I?
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be.
I can't wait to go to that lighthouse and unmask whoever the ghost is.
Bless the seven
And be like, get out! Or bring me some tuna. And people be like, Arhu, get out of here, Arhu.
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, tell. I think
There's
that
a-
was an insult.
Someone in a cage, bear daughter.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kittens. Yeah, we'll just roll our eyes. He's in here.
Well, who's over that shining on the map over there?
No one.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh?
Do you need to blow your nose?
Look, do what you must.
Oh, you got lots of stuff up there.
Don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
That's a bath. Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar.
Here, have a tissue.
Ridiculous. I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
All right. Let's break that down a little bit. I told that wizard brat of an Arhu.
Have a bigger tissue.
And he says the magicians, whenever they see a pigeon poop, they think sorcery's afoot.
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
Have a fancy tissue.
Why does he think he's in charge over Mayor Cecil?
The scene of the crime is over at the King.
You'd understand if you met Mayor
You can
Cecil.
tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you.
The scene of the crime was at King Crab Inn. How about Jake's
This
wife?
Geralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now,
Let's question those crabs. Come on.
being a flirt. There is that. But
Question them with a boiling pot of water and
Wow.
some butter.
I'm supposed to be the evil one.
Hearsay alone, perhaps.
And we will do that.
That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past.
What?
What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand.
Allegedly.
If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
All right, I think that's enough talking
Let's go
to
burn
him.
that witch Esmeralda, right?
That's what he said?
That's what I said.
Oh.
I mean, he said something about unquestionable objectivity. I said burn the witch.
Something about proof and objectivity.
Oh, look, his little bear daughter in a cage. Hi, bear daughter. No, we're lone
Hello.
wolves. Oh, sorry. Guess you die, huh?
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before.
Do we, want to do any selling in town? I guess we don't really have anything valuable yet, do we? We're good.
Not
I'm
really.
good. We can roll. Do we want to go to the inn, or
Yeah,
do we
the
want to go, like, kick some ass?
King Crab Inn.
Yeah.
I suppose we could. Or do you want to head out to the lighthouse?
I want to head out to the lighthouse, but I wouldn't mind taking a look at that inn, too.
Where is the inn at?
To the left.
Oh,
Everything you own in a box in this inn. Don't mind me, I'm just crafting at this well.
crafting.
Cheese on your blood
How does that work?
It's obviously a crafting well. Well, I forget, actually. I don't think I have anything that could be crafted together yet. But I will be making all sorts of bombs. Oh, I need to sell my painting I got from that awesome little pack. Is that a special painting, by the way? I never actually looked at it. No. It's a painting of a landscape. Looks pretty. Oh, this guy.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sicil is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Oh,
What
it's not
opportunity?
really an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I'm here to do my duty, which is hardly the same as adventuring.
So you mean to say we do not live a life of adventure? We don't do anything else all day long.
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two who voice their opinions with vigor.
If I ever don't know what to pick, I'll just pick the thing you didn't.
I expect from mighty source hunters. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Really? I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny here and there.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account.
Get all of the traits in one conversation.
Divisive. It is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are so very alluring. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that. And at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it?
Loot.
Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots?
I got a guy's tooth in my pocket.
There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
You'll always stay menial with that attitude. Just what those trusted masters want.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed. That you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream. Enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab. So that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most
Weren't they in the Kung Fu Panda?
Adventurers Guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world.
Is that literally what they're called?
To better ourselves as we do.
It can't be.
To realize our dreams and
I think it's like the Furious Five or something.
The Hateful Eight?
You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you?
That's what they should be called.
Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
So what does the Fabulous Five actually do?
Take up time.
Sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you.
I told him to ask it.
Now,
It was my question.
to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority.
Just tell us what we have to pay a month, please.
Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins.
Wait, the moment you sign our waiver.
Yeah, exactly. He's a Jehovah's Witness. All along he was.
You get your fair share of the reward. Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful?
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It's not.
Let's give those fishermen guys to them.
Fellowship must have warmed your heart.
The pyramid items we're about to get sound like a pyramid scheme.
Fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlong. You will make the stars shine all the brighter. And you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like? Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap! You're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
And me! May all the riches in the world be ours!
Oh, the thing we finally agreed on is just complete gullibility.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it yet, but your fortunes, your very life is about to change for the better. So let us not dilly-dally. To business. Your first assignment is ready and waiting if you're ready and willing.
My body is ready.
Straightforward task, this one.
And willing.
Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Who is his name? Frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not fabulous.
Favors cat puns over anything else.
Experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed. Malfunctioned with tragic consequences. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus. A frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire.
Cool, a mech suit.
Did Hardwho make a Gundam?
Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves.
It relieved itself?
That sounds like it's got more of a story to it.
It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money.
I met some sailors looking for a job.
New recruits already? Efficient. Proactive. Oh, I like that. Send them to me and I'll sign them up. And of course, since they're your recruits, you'll get a share of every assignment they complete. Isn't that...
Well, I don't have high hopes.
No.
How are the sailors doing this week, Mendius? Oh, you owe us money.
I like that after all this talking has been doing, I have the choice to say, and you are...
Please don't. Please. I'm literally going to backstab him if you don't stop talking to him. Save his life and say, take my leave. Thank you.
All right.
God.
And I think after that, we're going to need to take a break.
Oh my God.